10 years, Craig Ferguson hosted The Late Late Show on CBS. Kristen Bell was his guest 25 times. Craig is opening up about his life and experiences hosting the show in his new memoir.
Now get this is the title, Riding the Elephant, a memoir of altercations, humiliations, hallucinations, and observations. Out now, Craig.
There has recently been a lot of dating rumors about Craig Ferguson and his hot celebrity guests on the late night show, but how many of them are true? From his on-screen chemistry with Sharon Stone.
And all the time you did the show, did any actress afterwards, did you call her or go, listen, I felt some connection, would you like to go out on a date? Did you ever try?
There was one at the very beginning. It was Sharon Stone.
Oh, Sharon Stone.
Yeah.
Wow.
To his little flirting on screen with Dana De Lorenzo and naughty talks with Heather Graham, there's certainly a lot of speculation about the charming and playful host. But then, what happens after those naughty sections, and which of these guests actually took things further behind the scenes? Join us as we recall the shocking list of guests who have actually slept with Craig Ferguson after the show ended. Olivia Williams. If you've ever watched a late-night TV show, you know how each moment is magical, lighthearted, and sometimes even naughty. But behind all those captivating moments that draw fans in is the host himself. Focusing on the Craig Ferguson, also known for his roles in The Drew Carey Show and Red Dwarf, it's clear he's a natural talent, charming fans and guests with his lively personality and unique sense of humor. With his knack for slipping in the perfect cheeky comment, compliment, or question, it's easy to believe some guests may have found themselves smitten by him. And surprisingly, one of those guests is none other than Olivia Williams. Rumors about a romantic connection between Olivia and Craig sparked during the filming of Born Romantic, where their on-screen chemistry was so intense, it was almost impossible to ignore.
Her show, Manhattan, is on Sundays on WGN. Take a look at this. Please welcome Olivia Williams, everybody.
Olivia is a big name in Hollywood, known for movies like The Sixth Sense and An Education, winning over audiences with her undeniable talent. But fans have gone wild with speculation about her rumored relationship with Craig. And then, in a jaw-dropping moment on his late-night show, Olivia stunned the audience when she candidly revealed that she would have been married to Craig by now if he hadn't messed things up. Her bluntness left everyone wondering what had really happened. But beyond these hints, not much is known about their relationship off-screen. So we're left with just a few clues. The rest is up to our imagination. Still, it's hard not to wonder, could there be a bitter story behind the laughs and smiles they share on screen? Now let's move on to the next name on our list, Sharon Stone. Sharon Stone. Can you believe Craig Ferguson went on a date with Sharon Stone? But first, let's remember who she is.
Our next guest is one of the most talked about people in the movie business these days. She is the star of the controversial hit thriller Basic Instinct. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the program, Sharon Stone.
Regarding the big screen, Sharon Stone is a household name. She is known for iconic roles like her seductive portrayal of Catherine Trammell in Basic Instinct and her award-winning performance as Ginger McKenna in Casino. She has won over Hollywood and audiences worldwide. It turns out that after her appearance on Craig's late-night show, Craig revealed he had actually asked Sharon out, and to everyone's surprise, she said yes. But despite their on-screen chemistry, things took an awkward turn during their date. Craig admitted that he couldn't stop thinking about the Sharon's most famous scenes, making the whole date feel like an extension of their interview on the show. It gave an odd vibe, but they escaped the night without real drama. But here's the bittersweet reality. While fans love to imagine Craig's flirtatious moments with his stunning guests leading somewhere, Craig has been pretty open about the truth. He's admitted that no matter how good his chemistry with his guests might seem, he knows that romance is unlikely. For Craig, it's all part of the show. He understands that as charming as the banter is, the ladies aren't interested in anything serious. So, as much as we'd love these stories to have fairy tale endings, it's not in the cards. Parker Posey. Regarding the Parker Posey, eyebrows immediately go up because she's not just any Hollywood star, she's an icon. Known for hit movies like Dazed and Confused, where she played the feisty Darla, and Best in Show, where she was the unforgettable Meg Swan, Parker's roles have truly established her as a force to be reckoned with in the industry. But what about her relationship with Craig? Well, here's where things get spicy. In 2007, rumors exploded about the Parker and Craig being an item.
Please welcome the delightful Parker Posey, everybody. Parker Posey.
The two had undeniable on-screen chemistry, showing just how well they clicked together. But unfortunately, things didn't turn out as fans might have hoped. By 2008, there were rumors of a split. And just like that, it was over. Imagine that. A romance that could have been perfect, lost. But now, it's time to move on to the next lady in line. Dana De Lorenzo. Dana De Lorenzo is a fan favorite, known for her lively personality and her captivating roles. Many recognize her as the fierce Kelly Maxwell from the hit TV series Ash vs. Evil Dead, where she delivered both laughs and thrills. Her performances have earned her a loyal following and even some awards. But things got really interesting in 2012 when Dana appeared on Craig Ferguson's late-night show, playing a charming network executive with a playful crush on Craig's character. Fans couldn't help but notice the chemistry between them, which instantly sparked curiosity. But despite what everyone saw on screen, that was it. No rumors, no follow-up, just a fun, professional moment, proving that not every connection goes beyond the set. On Craig's side, it's no wonder people are always curious about his love life, especially after so many flirtatious exchanges with his stunning guests. Craig is a natural when it comes to making his guests feel welcome, and he's known for engaging them in a way that's equal parts funny and memorable, making his show different from the rest. Craig once revealed a surprising detail about his interview style with attractive guests. He doesn't rely on his team to help him prepare for those conversations. Why? Because, as he humorously pointed out, the men on his team don't know how to talk to beautiful women. So Craig often goes with his instincts, and clearly it's paid off, making his show a hit and his charm legendary. Now, while some of the connections turn out to be nothing, it's fair to say that Craig has also had some buzz in his actual love life. So let's take a look. Anne Hogarth. Craig's first public romance was with none other than Anne Hogarth. Craig was just 21 when they met, a young comedian hustling through clubs and theaters across the UK, sharpening his craft. But it was a difficult time for him too, as he was battling a serious addiction to alcohol. That's when Anne stepped in. Her support was fierce. She stood by him through every struggle, helping shape the comedian we know today. As Craig fought his way through, their love blossomed. Eventually, they took the next step and tied the knot, hopeful about their future together. But, as with many celebrity relationships, cracks started to show. 3 years later, in 1986, they went their separate ways. Fortunately, they had no children, so there were no complicated custody battles. While their marriage didn't last as long as fans hoped, Anne remains crucial to Craig's journey. Without her support during those dark times, Craig wouldn't be who he is today. But the Craig story with love didn't end there. Sasha Corwin. After Craig's split with Anne Hogarth, he crossed paths with another remarkable woman, Sasha Corwin. By this time, fans thought Craig might finally be mature enough to make a marriage last. Sasha, after all, seemed like the perfect match. She was stunning and well-educated and brought a lot to the table, if you know what we mean. The daughter of a wealthy American financier, she was fluent in French and a talented artist. She split her time between Paris and LA, where she led impressive wellness projects and creative ventures. Craig and Sasha started dating in 1998. Around that time, the Los Angeles Times even reported that she owned Spy School, a luxurious gym offering everything from rock climbing to trapeze lessons. Together, they seemed like a power couple in every way, but things didn't last. The relationship officially ended in 2004, but not before they welcomed a son, Milo. Despite the split, Milo has carried on both his parents' creative legacies. Sasha's Instagram shows he's now attending the School of Visual Arts in New York. He has become a creative powerhouse in his own right. Megan Ferguson. Despite 2 failed marriages, Craig found love once again when he met his current wife, Megan Ferguson, formerly known as Megan Wallace Cunningham. Their meeting sparked a love story that fans soon began rooting for. The two tied the knot in a beautiful wedding ceremony on Megan's family farm in Chester, Vermont, a blissful event marking the start of their journey together. Since then, Megan and Craig's love has blossomed, with Craig often speaking about his wife in the most adoring ways.
Many driver, everybody! Many driver!
They're blessed with a son, Liam James Ferguson, and they've even taken on joint projects, like their web series Couple Thinkers. In the 6-episode series, they combined Megan's creativity as an art dealer with Craig's humor and charm to explore life's big questions. Together, they invited top-notch experts, scientists, and innovators to offer insights, including molecular biologist Daisy Robinson, Ariana Huffington, founder of the Huffington Post, and Joe Nesbo, creator of the Harry Hole detective series. Though they've been successful together, Craig still does his thing on late-night TV, bringing unforgettable moments with the beautiful guests who visit his show. Now let's take a look at some of those standout memories. Morena Baccarin. Morena Baccarin is a huge name on the big screen, known for her roles in Deadpool, Gotham, and Homeland, where she earned an Emmy nomination for her performance. Impressive, right? But her appearance on Craig's late-night show is what fans really remember. It all started with Craig showering her with compliments before diving into a personal question about her relationship status. Morena's response? She'd actually just tied the knot 2 weeks earlier over Thanksgiving. Craig couldn't resist poking fun, joking about her future kids, and then, with his usual humor, teasing her taste in men and her husband's baldness. The whole episode had the audience cracking up, with Morena laughing. Mila Kunis. It's hard not to love the Mila Kunis, the stunning actress known for her roles in Black Swan and Friends with Benefits, and as the voice of Meg in Family Guy. But one of her most iconic interview moments happened on Craig's late-night show.
Please welcome the lovely Mila Kunis, everybody! Mila Kunis!
During the show, the audience couldn't get enough of their chemistry. When Mila joked about how fast time was flying, like she didn't want to leave, Craig playfully brushed it off with a witty reply, as if he'd heard it 1,000 times. The two even created a quirky jam session on the harmonica, adding a playful twist to the interview, and when things couldn't get any better, they started joking about Mila's dad, bringing an even more personal touch to the moment. The segment ended with a fun rendition of Waltzing Matilda for their Aussie fans, a perfect close to an unforgettable interview. Marion Cotillard. Fans couldn't stop laughing when the Marion Cotillard appeared on the late-night show.
Please welcome Marion Cotillard, everybody! Marion Cotillard!
She and Craig had everyone in stitches from the moment she walked in. Marion kicked things off by joking about her tiny French bra, which turned out to be a mic strap, setting the tone for the rest of the interview. When Marion opened up about her collaboration with Leonardo DiCaprio, things took an intriguing turn. She shared behind-the-scenes stories from working with him, but it didn't stop there. Marion became even more personal, revealing her surreal dreams, like a dramatic twist away from nightmares. Marion Cotillard is a name that's impossible to ignore in Hollywood. Known for her remarkable performances in La Vie en Rose, for which she won an Oscar, and Inception, where she played the mysterious Mal, her talent is undeniable. She also shined in The Dark Knight Rises as the elegant and cunning Miranda Tate. In the end, her talents remain undeniable. Whether playing complex characters or showing her quirky side on the late-night show, Marion's range continues to impress both on-screen and off. As for the late-night show, it continues to remain a fascination for fans, who can't help but wonder what happens behind all the fun times and banter between Craig and his guests on stage, accusing her of spreading misinformation and causing harm to their business. They claimed that her show had led to a significant decline in beef sales and damaged the reputation of the industry. The Texas cattle industry then proceeded to file a lawsuit against Oprah, her production company, and Howard Lyman, alleging defamation and seeking damages. The lawsuit was very publicized, with many seeing it as an attempt to silence Oprah and stifle free speech. But Oprah stood her ground, arguing that her show had simply presented legitimate concerns about food safety and animal welfare. After a very long legal battle, the court ultimately ruled in Oprah's favor, dismissing the lawsuit and upholding her right to free speech. The outcome was seen as a major victory for Oprah and a blow to the Texas cattle industry. Ever since, members of the Texas cattle industry have disliked Oprah. Number 11, David Letterman. Oprah Winfrey and David Letterman have had a long rivalry that dates back many years. The feud started with a combination of public and private incidents that created tension between the two. One of the earliest incidents was when Letterman made some jokes about Oprah's weight on his show, which she found hurtful and offensive.
I haven't smoked weed in 30 years, really.
Now, I remember when I lived in California, years and years and years ago, and you could smoke an entire joint, and then you'd say, I'm kind of hungry, and that'd be it.
Yeah.
Oprah was also upset when Letterman didn't invite her to appear on his show, even though she was already a successful TV star at the time. These incidents created a rift between them, and their relationship became strained. Over the years, the tension between Oprah and Letterman continued to grow. They would often make subtle digs at each other in the media, and their fans would take sides. Although they've made attempts to patch things up, their rivalry continues. In 2003, Oprah finally appeared on Letterman's show, but the tension was still pretty obvious. Although they seemed to put their differences aside, their rivalry remained a topic of interest in the media. The beef between Oprah and Letterman is a classic example of a celebrity feud that has endured for years, with neither side willing to fully bury the hatchet, even though they seem like they have. Number 10, Janet and Randy Jackson. Oprah Winfrey and Janet and Randy Jackson, siblings of the late Michael Jackson, have been at odds for many years. The issue started when Oprah interviewed Michael's children, Prince, Paris, and Blanket, on her show in 2010. Janet and Randy felt that Oprah took advantage of the children's vulnerability and used the interview to get good TV ratings. They thought Oprah promised the kids a safe space to share their feelings, but instead, she used their grief to make her show more interesting for viewers and her in-studio audience. Janet and Randy have been upset with Oprah ever since. They think she uses the Jackson family's name to get attention and boost her career, without being respectful or considerate of their feelings. They believe Oprah continues to spread negative stereotypes about their family and only cares about her own success. The feud has gone on for a long time, with neither side willing to apologize or make amends. It's a complicated situation, with both sides having different opinions and views on the situation. Number 9, Angelina Jolie. Oprah Winfrey and Angelina Jolie have a well-known feud that has been going on for many years. The trouble started when Angelina's marriage to Brad Pitt ended, and Oprah publicly showed support for Jennifer Aniston, Brad's ex-wife. Angelina felt that Oprah was taking sides and being disloyal, and she was hurt by Oprah's actions. Since then, the two women have not gotten along, and their feud has been the subject of much speculation and media attention. Although some efforts were made to keep the feud private, it has been reported that Angelina has made negative comments about Oprah, calling her fake and insincere. Oprah has not publicly responded to these comments, but it's clear that the two women are not friends. The feud has been fueled by rumors and speculation, with some sources saying that Angelina is jealous of Oprah's success and influence. Whatever the reason, it's clear that these two powerful women are not on good terms, and their beef has become a legendary celebrity feud. Number 8, Jason Momoa and Joe Rogan. Recently, Jason Momoa has shown a lot of disdain for Oprah. The reason for this is most likely related to Oprah's recent purchase of a property on the island of Maui, Hawaii. This purchase was made during a time when the island was experiencing devastating wildfires, which left many people homeless and struggling. Jason Momoa, who hails from Hawaii, has been very vocal about his love and concern for the island and its people. He may have seen Oprah's purchase as insensitive or tone-deaf, especially since she is not a native Hawaiian and may not fully understand the cultural significance of the land. Jason isn't the only one that has spoken on this issue. The host of his Joe Rogan Experience podcast, Joe Rogan, has also expressed his disappointment with Oprah for acting ignorant about the pressing issues in Hawaii. In an episode of his podcast, Joe mentioned that he had always warned viewers of his podcast about how selfish many celebrities are, and Oprah seems to be one of them. He believes Oprah is involved in shady business deals with several lands. This thing is, Oprah has been interested in properties owned by celebrities who have been on the wrong side of the law, hoping to acquire the land after they get convicted. To make matters worse, she owns land in Maui, but was unbothered by the deadly fires that hurt countless residents of the area, and ever since the disaster in Maui, some kids have been missing.
Continuing to follow breaking news in Hawaii right now, at least 1,000 people are still missing as the deadly wildfires burn.
People are worried because Oprah might actually be connected to these pressing problems or stealing from the relief funds, especially since she is tight-lipped about the situation. While Jason has not directly addressed Oprah or her land purchase, his comments on social media and in interviews have been seen as subtle digs at the media mogul. Some people have interpreted his words as a call for accountability and respect for the land and its people. Others have seen it as a personal attack on Oprah. Whether or not it is clear that Jason Momoa is very passionate about Hawaii and its well-being, and he may have concerns about Oprah's involvement in the island's real estate market. Number 7. Ludacris. Oprah Winfrey and Ludacris, a renowned rapper and actor, have not seen eye to eye since 2004. The tension began when Ludacris appeared as a guest on the Oprah Winfrey Show. During the interview, Oprah confronted Ludacris about the explicit content in his music, particularly his lyrics about women. Ludacris felt ambushed and edited unfairly, believing that Oprah's team had selectively chosen parts of the conversation to view him in a negative light to her audience. He thought Oprah was trying to make him look bad and didn't give him a chance to fully express himself. Ludacris was upset by the ambush and wasn't comfortable that Oprah had misrepresented him to her audience. He expressed his disappointment and frustration in various interviews, which worsened the feud. Over time, their issue has become a prime example brought up in discussions about the tensions that can arise between celebrities and talk show hosts. Number 6. Monique. During the filming of Precious, a movie in which they worked together, Monique and Oprah Winfrey disagreed on Monique doing extra promotional appearances for Precious without being paid for her work after the movie was finished. Things became personal when Oprah brought Monique's estranged brother, Gerald Imes, onto her talk show in 2010. In an interview with Barbara Walters, Monique shared that her older brother, Gerald, molested her as a child, and she used those experiences to inspire her role as Mary in Precious. After she won an Oscar for the role, Monique said Oprah called her to tell her that her brother wanted to come onto her show to apologize for his actions publicly. Monique said she told Oprah she didn't want anything to do with her brother or the appearance, but told her to go ahead with the interview. But she later discovered that Oprah had also contacted her mother, Alice Imes, and her father, Stephen Imes Jr., without her knowledge. Monique felt betrayed by this move and accused Oprah of stealing leading movie roles from her after her Oscar win, including a part in the film The Butler. Monique also claimed that when Lee Daniels began casting for a Richard Pryor biopic, he offered her the part of Richard's grandmother. But when Oprah learned about it, she told Lee that she wanted the part for herself. Since the feud began in 2010, Monique has said multiple times that she loves Oprah and wants her to do better. But she also stated that their feud would never be resolved until Oprah apologized to her publicly. While Oprah dodged Monique's claims in interviews, she did address the beef once in 2018 during her press run for A Wrinkle in Time. She said she never clapped back at Monique and that she would never stoop to try to meet somebody where they are negative. Fortunately, Monique has since ended her beef with Lee, who apologized for his role in her being blacklisted from Hollywood in 2022.
Actress, comedian, extraordinaire Monique has received the apology she said she deserved years ago.
Number 5. Whoopi Goldberg. The misunderstanding between Whoopi Goldberg and Oprah Winfrey began when Whoopi made some comments about Oprah's acting skills, which Oprah misinterpreted as disrespectful. Oprah felt that Whoopi was belittling her abilities leading to a period of miscommunication between the two. The situation escalated as both women made public statements that were perceived as subtle jabs at each other. The media got things worse, exaggerating the situation and making it seem like a full-blown feud. But in 2019, Whoopi finally cleared the air on her talk show, The View, stating that there was never any real beef between them. She explained that her initial comments were taken out of context and that she had always admired Oprah's work. Whoopi even revealed that she had reached out to Oprah several times to clarify the situation, but they never had the chance to talk it through. Eventually, they finally spoke and put the misunderstanding to rest. Both women have since moved on, and their friendship has been rekindled. Thankfully, Whoopi and Oprah were able to resolve their issue and continue to inspire and uplift each other's work. Number 4. Chris Brown. Chris Brown and Oprah Winfrey's beef started in 2009 after Chris's cruel assault on his then-girlfriend Rihanna. Oprah publicly condemned Chris's actions, which he felt was a betrayal. Chris believed Oprah had supported him throughout his career and was hurt that she didn't give him a chance to explain his side of the story before speaking out against him. He felt she judged him without knowing the full situation. Chris expressed his disappointment and frustration in various interviews, which further fueled the feud. Oprah's public condemnation was seen as a significant blow to Chris's reputation, and he struggled to regain the public's trust. The beef continued for years, with neither side willing to back down. Chris made public jabs at Oprah, accusing her of being hypocritical and judgmental. Oprah maintained her stance, though, emphasizing the importance of accountability for one's actions. After attempts at reconciliation, the beef remained unresolved even though Chris has since worked to redeem himself and his image. Number 3. Jonathan Franzen. The controversy renowned American author Jonathan Franzen had with Oprah Winfrey began when Franzen publicly criticized Oprah's book club.
Oprah's unveiling the latest selection for her book club. The new edition is the 80th book to receive that coveted Oprah seal of approval,
which aimed to promote literature and reading. Franzen disapproved of the book club's focus on middlebrow literature, suggesting that it prioritized popularity over literary merit. He also voiced concerns about the commercialization of literature, implying that Oprah's endorsement could overshadow a book's artistic value. Oprah, who had initially invited Franzen to appear on her show to discuss his novel, The Corrections, withdrew the invitation following his comments. But good thing the feud between Franzen and Oprah did not last. In 2010, Franzen appeared on Oprah's show to discuss his novel Freedom, and the two reconciled their differences. During the interview, Franzen acknowledged that his earlier comments were thoughtless and expressed his admiration for Oprah's efforts to promote reading and literature. Oprah, known for her graciousness, accepted Franzen's apology and praised his work. The reconciliation showed the ability of public figures to put aside differences and engage in constructive dialogue. The incident also proved that even criticisms and disagreements can actually lead to better understanding and mutual respect. Number 2. Kid Rock. A few years ago, Kid Rock's team was approached by Oprah's show to appear as a guest, but Oprah's team requested that Kid Rock write down 5 reasons why he loved her and her show. Kid Rock took offense to this request, feeling that it was demeaning and an attempt to control his views. He publicly expressed his disdain for Oprah and her show, stating that he refused to comply with the request. This incident caused a heated exchange between the two, with Kid Rock using strong language to express his disapproval of Oprah and her show. Kid Rock's tweet about the incident, where he called himself a lowlife and used profanity to describe Oprah and her show, got everyone talking. While Kid Rock's comments were seen as offensive by some, others viewed them as a refreshing example of a celebrity speaking their truth. Even with the controversy, both Oprah and Kid Rock have continued to have successful careers, with Oprah remaining a beloved media executive and Kid Rock maintaining his reputation as a provocative and unapologetic artist. Number 1. Judging fans. Yes, you heard that right. Even supposed fans of her Philanthropy have judged and condemned her. To followers of her Philanthropy, Oprah Winfrey is seen as an incredibly kind and generous person with a net worth of $2.5 billion. But she uses it to help others. In fact, She has given away over $80 million to help people in need. Recently, she even surprised a group of college graduates by showing up to their graduation ceremony and giving them some inspiring words. She also posted a heartfelt message on Instagram to celebrate their achievement. Some supposed fans commented that because Oprah has so much money, she should use it to pay off the debts of others. But her die-hard fans know that she has a long history of being generous and helping those in need. To her own Leadership Academy for Girls alone, she has donated over $100 million and even founded a school for girls in South Africa. While it's wonderful that Oprah is so generous, it's important to remember that relying on billionaires like her to pay for everything isn't a sustainable solution. The problem of student debt is not as easy as those entitled comments made it seem, and it actually needs a more comprehensive approach. We need to work together to create a more equitable education system that provides opportunities for all, not just those who can afford it. Oprah's philanthropy is inspiring, but we need to address the root causes of student debt to create a brighter future for everyone. While her attitude to some celebrities might be distasteful, Oprah's financial kindness and generosity are an inspiration to us all. She has shown us that even the smallest acts of kindness can make a big difference. Which of the controversies Oprah has with other celebrities and the one with her fans shocked you the most? We would love to know in the comments. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to leave a like, share it with your family and friends, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss our next updates. Also, click the next video on your screen to enjoy more exciting content.